Hey everybody, this is Stuart with Wine on the Dime, and today I'm going to be reviewing another wine aerator. That's right, this time Aervana sent me one of their units to try out, and I want to see how it compares to some of the other wine aerators that we've been using. So this is the Aervana Essential. So yeah, Aervana was kind enough to send this to me. Doesn't guarantee they're going to get a good review. I just told them that I would give them a fair review. Now on that note, they've also received a lot of awards for this, and it is a very good seller. So, I mean, it might have a good pedigree behind it already, but I have personally never tried it, so I'm interested to see how this is. So it uses 6 AAA batteries, but on those 6 batteries, it claims you're gonna get 250 bottles of wine, which is also approximately 1 year of Wine on the Dime reviews, with other reviewing going on behind the camera. Anyway, let's take a look at what's inside the box. So on the side, it says, wine needs to breathe, so why not do it in style? Well, let's see if it's stylish on the inside. Sometimes I feel like I'm stylish on the inside. No, I don't. I never feel like I'm stylish. Look at me. You come here for style, you're coming to the wrong channel. All right, let's take a look at this. So already, I kind of do like that a different sort of approach. The other aerators I have are kind of like glass and gold and steel, and this is just kind of a nice like porcelain white clean finish. It's very different compared to some of the other ones. Yeah, so it's got this nice kind of porcelain white look. It feels like it's a pretty sturdy unit. This is the straw for actually going into the bottle. That just kind of pops on right here and sits tight. It's kind of got like a rubberized gasket, and that pops in your bottle. And then when you're ready to pour, you hit the button when batteries are in it, and it'll pour out through here. Now, taking this off, before I do something goofy and break this because I'm a dingus. Yeah, this is where the batteries go in. So 3 AAA batteries, you just pop those in, this slides down, locks, and is good to go. Yeah, so it really is that simple. You put in batteries, you attach this, you put it in the wine bottle, you hit the button, and wine comes out. But there's no information in here at all about essentially what the aeration comparison is. So am I getting something that feels like it's been aerated for 30 minutes, for 2 hours, for 8 hours? I don't know. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go get some batteries because I actually don't have any AAA. I have to go to the store. While I'm at the store, I'll pick up a bottle of wine, and I'll take that bottle of wine and put half of it in a normal decanter. So just a normal glass decanter. I'll let that sit for 4 hours, and then I will take the other half of the wine and run it through this to see how it compares after 4 hours. Now, I know some people are gonna say the wine's been open and you have air in it while you're waiting to use it again later. Vacuum pump, I'm gonna vacuum pump, seal that off, and it should be fine for the most part. So I'll run that, do that experiment, and I'll be back in about 4 hours so we can do a taste test and see how it works. All right, so this has been sitting here for about 4 hours now. I am going to connect this. I put batteries in it. So listen to this. It's fairly quiet. It is fairly quiet. And then I have this bottle of wine that's been sealed. That's the other part of this. That we will be using for our sample. So first off, let's taste this. Okay, so on the nose, I'm getting a good amount of secondary elements, getting a good amount of primary. There is some alcohol. I'd say it's probably about medium, almost. If there was a medium plus alcohol category, I would say medium plus. In terms of the palate, lots of acid up front, a decent amount of primary fruit, a good amount of secondary characteristics, specifically vanilla and black pepper, and a little bit of alcohol on the palate, but not too bad. Okay, so that kind of, well, I guess I can just do this because it's the same thing. If y'all are offended by backwash or whatever, I don't know what to tell you at this point. Okay, so let me go ahead and, so this is assembled. You just stick this in here. I hit a button. I almost made another mess again. I feel fancy. I feel like a bartender when I'm doing that. Anyway, so let's get to the nose. Whoa. So this actually opened up The nose was all medium, almost medium plus on this other one. This is solidly a medium plus. Yeah. So, whoa, it also opened up the black fruit. I'm getting a lot more of like a blackberry note on this. A little bit of black cherry than this. By this I mean the 4-hour aeration. There's a little bit more pepper. I'm not getting as much vanilla though on the nose. And how does it taste? It made it fizzy. It tickled. So it does maintain all of the primary elements. It actually opens up the primary more than it does. The secondary is more open than it was before. And the thing I'm getting about this though is that the tannins are just slightly softer than if I open up the bottle and taste it straight. So they're still a little bit more rough. That's a very interesting characteristic of this product. It does add a fizziness to it. I would say this is probably closer to like a 1-hour aeration. All right, so with all that being said, I would normally use the Blick if this was a wine, balance, length, intensity, and complexity. But I'm not gonna do that for this because this is a product. But instead I'm gonna use DEAM, which stands for Design, Engineering, Ease of Use, and Maintainability. So let's look at it from that perspective. Design, it's basically 3 pieces. You have the battery cage inside where the motor and everything else is at. You have the top that goes on top with the button to activate it, and you have a tube that goes into your bottle of wine. So there's not much to it in terms of the overall aspect of it. The thing I do like about it though is it looks very nice. Like this looks like a high-end kitchen appliance. Like I have a white KitchenAid that's like the KitchenAid, and this looks like it belongs right next to it on the countertop. And so I think that this, from just a design perspective, in terms of the looks, I like stainless steel. I like the looks. So I'm going to give you a full point. In terms of engineering, it is fairly quiet. It does its job. I mean, it aerates the wine. Does it aerate it as good as some of the other ones that I've tried? Not as much. I do also wish that I could aerate from something like this into that, or this into this. Like I wish I could use that straw a little bit more effectively, but I can't. It only works if it's inside a bottle. The other thing about the engineering side of it that I would actually change if it was myself is I would have a rechargeable battery. I would put a rechargeable battery into it. And if you wanted to be even really cool about it, a rechargeable battery that could be hot swapped with another battery. I can't plug that in and charge it. I have to have batteries. So I'm gonna go ahead and give you half a point for engineering. In terms of ease of use, you stick the tube in, you stick it in the bottle. If it has batteries, you push a button, it comes out. I don't know how much easier they could make this. So I'm just gonna give you a full point here. And in terms of maintainability, so you do have to make sure that you keep your charged batteries in it. So you do have that element of it, but I mean, that's not a big deal. You just make sure, like, you push the button before you want to use it. Does it work? Cool. If not, you replace the batteries. You have to replace batteries. You can't charge them, but that goes against engineering. The thing I do like about this is that that straw comes out. It's very easy to clean. So you can put this into a bottle of water, run it, swipe out the internals of the system, really clean it out well, and then when you're done, you can detach that and you can actually give the straw itself more of a deep clean if you need to. So I do like that aspect of it. Maintainability is pretty easy, so I'm gonna give you a full point. In the end, I'm gonna give this a very good. So in terms of when I would use this product, I think I would use this product if I was hosting an event for people who appreciate wine. We're going to be maybe pouring through a handful of different wines, and we're gonna be doing samples of those wines. So I would probably let the wines breathe for about an hour or so on their own. Vacuum seal them off if I'm not gonna be putting this into it immediately. And then for these, I'd be pouring your samples. Letting people try the stuff. Running water through it, cleaning it out, moving it into the next bottle, and letting people try multiple different things. Think of it this way, this is like the at-home version of a wine keg delivery system in a way. So like you can pour samples of stuff and have it go through a light to moderate aeration process, really open it up some, and allow for you to try it. It doesn't open it up like some of the longer term or more intensive, but it does work if you're trying to sample stuff and you want to kind of see the differences between different things. This would be really cool if I was doing like vertical tastings or horizontal tastings, where I could say, I'm gonna get a cab from this region, 10 different producers, let's run it through the same type of process, because I don't have time to sit there and aerate it for 4 or 5 hours. I'm just gonna let it open for an hour while everybody's kind of mingling, and then when we get to the event, run it through, let everybody get an extra aeration top off, and let's compare this stuff. Or comparing the years from the same producer in that vertical tasting. That's where I'd probably use this. Also, if I was someone who was very picky about very clean aesthetics in my kitchen, this is very nice looking to have on the counter. Like I said, I have a very nice KitchenAid. This would sit there right next to it, and it would just look like it's part of the entire ecosystem. So with all that being said, it does have a use case for it, and if you have an opportunity to use it, I do recommend you go pick one up. Anyway, this has been Stuart with Wine on the Dime. If you like today's product review, please like, subscribe, and comment. Have you tried the Aervana wine aerator? I'd be interested to know if you have. Leave a comment below, and I'll see you all again soon with another product review or wine review with Wine on the Dime.